There's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
First run now for Kyron Williams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Again, it's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now they contend with a second and 12 after the loss. Stafford. And his throw here is incomplete.
And here are the key inactives for them in this one. And obviously, Charles, are going to be without some important names this week.
Well, hopefully those guys will be on the sidelines encouraging the guys who are going out there and helping them when they come off the sidelines during the game by giving them some tips on what they see and what they've experienced. That's true teamwork. And if you want to get to the playoffs, if you want to have a big push, you have to have that on your squad.
Here's Stafford. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. First and 10 at the 45.
Set. 250. White.
To throw is Stafford. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And all the way down to the 5. A big play there for L.A. 47 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
Hey, you waiting? Hey.
They'll run here with Corum. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Well, he's picking up where he left off last week. A tackle for loss there. And remember, coming off the end a week ago, 4 of them.
And I like how you said picking up because that means he's probably using his hands really well. I know people don't think about it a whole lot. He's got to use those to control the people trying to block him, shed them, and get to the ball carrier in the offensive backfield.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cards will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now Cook. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Trey McBride, the target on that throw. That'll bring up second down.
You talk about this Rams defense.
They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 79 Broncos. Go.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Throwing, Cook.
That'll be caught right side by the rookie receiver.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Back to throw again.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
First down and goal to go.
to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
We're scoreless after one.
On second and goal, Cook. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Cardinals go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates. I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Second and 11 now. Throwing is Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Back to throw, Stafford. Oh, the slant connects with Devontae Adams. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. On the return, Hardy. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop, and now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Cook. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 63 yards receiving for him now. That last catch good enough for a 1st down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
How about that tip ball going their way? They've got to have a lot of confidence because so far, seems like everything is going their way.
On the other side, they're just hoping that second half it's a little bit of flip the script.
Yeah, let's see if they can hang in there mentally because sometimes when things go against you so much in the first half, it's hard to bounce back.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again.
This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Looking to throw. Cook being chased out left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
That's quickly out to Harrison. And the Cardinals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half.
And the Cards go up by 2 touchdowns.
Right down the middle. And they'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Second down, 8 to go from the 28.
And middle. Stay 50.
Now it's Stafford. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack, and they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
20. White.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. Ethan Evans on now to punt.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Here's Hardy set to return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 43-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
To the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Goes right back to McBride.
And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown.
Trey McBride
As the first half is winding down.
and the Cardinals would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 21-0.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Now a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Cook. Over the middle, complete. That's Benson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Benson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's caught at the 10. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Here's Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Libra! 21! Lady!
Now Stafford. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
White!
Just beating the play clock. Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 28. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Set. Oh, get it, 20.
Stafford. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
40 guys, 40 guys, 59, 60, 32. Zebra. 20 hot.
Again, it's Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Stafford.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. A disappointing end to that drive, making it to the red zone, but they'll again, CD, wind up with nothing.
And nothing, that's been the key word, because they've had drives throughout that have finished off with nothing. Can't finish off a drive to save their lives in this game. And this one winds up again, giving them, dare I say it, nothing.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Here's Cook, throwing to start the drive.
Throw left side, hauled in by McBride.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
Short one here, caught by McBride.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
2nd down and a yard.
Back to throw. Cook. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
And not a blitzer, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
The lessons will continue. This rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
They'll try and throw for it here. That ball caught by Harrison. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing, Cook. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We are back now in Sacramento. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Cook. He finds his man, complete. That's Weaver. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Back to throw again. Able to get this one to McBride. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
70 Lions. 19 Lions. Buffalo 18.
Looking to throw. Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cardinals are going to be moving on to 12-0 as they extend their lead further. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
10. Hey,
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So that flag will set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Ready. Say 50. 180. Zebra. Hey, give me radar. 22. 20 hot.
Throwing is Stanford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. To throw is Stanford. And it's complete to Adams. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 25 yards that time. Stafford. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. And they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball at a comfortable 4th quarter lead. No gain on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Second and 10.
To throw from his end zone, Cook.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Cook.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And they work this out past the 25. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier. He wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here, some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all, but in today's football,
and the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 33.
It certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for it. The problem now is, if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And the connection not there. Incomplete. Just 14 seconds down to the final couple of plays here.
59.
Here's Stanford. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Now it's Stanford. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now.
Hey, 22. Blue 6, 0.
One last throw here for Stanford. And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time is run out on this ball game. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.